What's up, guys? I'm Zach from Dirt Driven, and I've got Zach from Ag Power here today. And I was telling him about how I was having to weld up, and he saw the last video, welding up our tree puller, and on the T190, he's like, Zach, I got just the thing to get you guys fixed up. I was telling him how much pasture cleanup and hayfield cleanup I've got to do. And he said, you need to get something a little better. And of course, he didn't like the T190 Bobcat, so he brought out his own machine to do this demo today. So what he's gonna do is try selling this tree puller to me, and in turn, try selling it to you guys. So you guys let me know down below if you guys would buy it. But first, let's get a quick walk around from Zach on what this tree puller is about.
Hey guys, this is the ultimate pasture cleaning tool right here. This right here is made in Sedalia, Missouri. It is a precision manufacturing tree puller. It's a 537, that's the model. Right here, let's just get down in it here. So just looking at it, one thing I really like about these precision manufacturing tools, all of them, is they try to be simple. You know, they don't like to do anything.
Right.
I mean, they can do things fancy, but you know, why do it? Because that's just more things to break.
Yep, attachments need to be durable.
Exactly,
so
they need to be durable, and they don't, you know, something doesn't need to be holding you up. So anyway, you have one hydraulic cylinder. This is the only arm that moves on this machine. Right
something
here.
to note on this cylinder is it's enclosed in this box.
It
that's
is.
how our other one's not. So that's one of the best features about this machine too. So.
Yeah, you just never know when you're pulling trees or whatever it might be. You know, falling debris might come down and hit that fitting. I know I've had that happen, and just oil goes everywhere, and
dirt
it's
and
just
rock
a mess.
in the seals and stuff. And it looks like it's that way because it's got a bunch of teeth. That's something our other machine doesn't have. It looks like you can dig with this. It looks like you guys have been digging with it.
Yeah,
so.
That's exactly where I was going to go with this. So I'll go into the digging portion really quick. So you can see on the side here, it has serrated teeth, and this is for cutting. So anyway, as you're cutting down to cut into the roots, or
there's a big tree you just can't
or a big
pull
tree,
out. Yep.
maybe you just want to start sawing on the side of a big tree. You can saw it right over. That's one reason why it is offset. You can get
Yeah, I
into
did
it.
notice that. Our tree puller's right up in the middle, and this is off cut. Because if you're sitting in the cab, you can go out to the left side of the tree and saw at it.
Yep. Yeah, you would go to the left hand side of the tree, and then you would saw on it using this cutting edge right here.
And break those deep tap roots and stuff to help you pull it out. And
yeah.
That way you're not putting a bunch of stress not only on the tool but on the machine too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So you can dig. One nice thing is you can dig down in the ground, loosen up the soil around the tree, and then you can you can grab it with these big teeth right here. These big jaws they can grab a tree around 30 inches in diameter.
And what's the deal with you got two sets of teeth on there?
Yeah,
that's something new.
So that's number one, that's for grip. Number two, that's for strength.
Strength,
you know what I mean? So
yeah, because it was that lower in the last video, that lower jaw area that kept cracking out on us. So
yeah.
That's nice. I like that.
Once you grab something with these, I mean, it's most likely not going to let go. One nice thing is the teeth interlock on this machine, so it helps you grab some of those smaller trees or brush or whatever it may be. That is really nice.
And I do notice something that's sticking right out in front of us is this back rack.
That was my next point. So the nice thing about this brush guard, I'm going to call it, is it's not just to protect you.
Right.
That is a huge factor, but the main reason this is here is it's a tool. You know, you can use it to kind of help you stack brush or whatever it may be. I mean, the nice thing about this tool is you can actually angle it down. If you have a tree that's laying down on the ground, you can angle it all the way down and grab something, and then when you're
I did notice there's plenty of hose here.
Yeah.
It's tucked up out of the way, but it gives you enough to be able to, when you do set a tree down, that's something we struggle with our other one, is if you want to tip 90 degrees and pinch at a tree and pick it up, you really have to wash those hoses, but this one looks like you have plenty of room.
Yep, for sure. So, yeah. So, if you guys...
let's touch on the skid steer real quick, if you don't mind. And then let's hit prices, because everyone here, if they want to buy it, you guys have these available on the lot, or...
Yes. Yeah, as soon as Zach gets done with them, you can have them. So this is a 329D John Deere. It's a 2011. It's about 80 horsepower. It is a foot control machine. I am not used to a foot control machine personally. There's a lot of people that still love them.
But you can still get joysticks, right? Foot controls just give you a little more fine tuning.
Yeah. So
now the nitty gritty, everyone wants to know, how much does this setup cost? So you're trying to sell us a tree puller, right?
Sure.
And show us the value of
Yep.
the price. So what would that come in at if these folks want to buy one for themselves? And then hopefully if I got to cut a check for one.
Yeah. So it's $4,000. It's $39.95 is list price on them. And then the skid steer over here, I'll just go ahead and lay it out there since we're talking
Yeah,
pricing.
might as well.
This is $35,000 and it has it right around 2,900 hours. It resides normally in Centerview.
It's time to get this thing in the field, but Zach was just telling me, this is made in America. Zach, where's this built at?
This is made right in smack dab in the center of Sedalia, Missouri.
Right on, that's cool. Made in
Yep.
America, supporting local business.
Yep.
As far as Missouri goes, and you guys just had an open house, didn't you? Because Trial Manufacturing from down towards Springfield, Missouri, has partnered and purchased Precision. So that's pretty neat.
Yep.
Missouri companies, and yeah, if you guys want one, hit up Zach, agpower.com. Let's get this thing out to the field and see why Zach brought out a demo, and if I buy my first piece of new equipment.
Let's show Zach what this thing's made of.
All right, Zach, let's get to it.
All right. One thing I forgot to mention is you can pull posts with this thing too. With these.
My God, Zach, this machine and that puller pulled that big old wood post out. It's probably been there for 30 years, no problem at all. I was trying to ask my grandma how long that post had been sitting there, and she was like 80s, 90s.
That's wild.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
So here's what I've been tasked with cleaning up, is all this pasture. My grandma's been getting on to me about getting this cleaned up. You know, sometimes people get in poor health and things just get away from you. So appreciate Zach bringing this tool out to demo. Now let's get to it, see how she does in these trees right here.
All right, guys. Zach dumped that post off in another pile. I had to take a phone call, and I just told him, I just kind of showed him some pointers, and he's cleared out of some trees right in here. You can see a pile there, a pile over there. So what he's going to do, he's going to come up, open up the jaw, which it looks like he's already open, and he'll put it about ground level. Actually, he hasn't opened it yet. There he goes. Got it open. He'll come up. He'll put it all the way to the back. Bite down. And then he'll pull. Rock it back a little bit. There it is. There it is. Look at some of those roots. Look at some of the roots that he's pulled. I mean, look how deep this hole is. I would not want to back up into that. He's going to try this one right over here. He's going to come in, ground level, every single time. Pinch it, pull. Oh man, look at that. Wow. I think the roots are as long as the tree. This is literally a tree hugger's worst nightmare. Let's see if I can get him to pull this one, do a little bit of digging maybe. See if I can get his attention. say it's about 50 inches of reach, I guess I would call it. So he'll open it up. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Warn Zach to make sure not to back up into one of these holes. I mean, man, that'd really make you pucker, I would think. There he is, digging on both sides. Open it up, ground level. It's as easy as that, honestly. I want to say that's 3/4 inch steel that they made that out of, so it's good and durable, strong.
Alright, Zach. The viewers are going to have to decide, but for me, where do I sign the dotted line? That's impressive. And I didn't see it wanting to crack any points that could crack. It's been like 5 minutes. Look at the dent we've made. This is insane. So I love being able to dig at the roots. That's something we couldn't do before. I really appreciate, Zach, you bringing out the 329D and the Tri-L Precision Tree Puller. Being able to dig is a game changer. Trees that a dozer or excavator would have to take down, I'm able to take down with the skid steer at half the cost. So super impressive. Thanks again to Zach and Ag Power and Precision for letting me demo this machine. But you guys as the viewers are going to have to decide whether I'm going to buy my first new piece of equipment or not. You guys know I'm a cheapskate, so I've got to really see the value if I'm going to spend the money like that. So now let's cut over to some drone shots and some montage of this thing cleaning up this pasture in this hayfield. we are at that point in the video. The reason why you clicked on it, and the reason why I got the machine shut off. Zach literally just left. I started pulling trees again, and I threw the dang track off of this skid steer. Keep in mind, this was just a demo, so I don't own that. And I was just demoing this tree puller right here. But shit's going awesome. I can't seem to catch a break though. This track came off to the inside. I would expect a track to come off if it was going to be thrown to come off the outside. But I heard a clunking noise and I was like, oh, I think I know what that could be. Got out, looked, sure enough, the lugs are all to the inside of all the idlers and drive wheels and bogies. So that really stinks. Zach is supposed to pick this thing up because it's not my skid steer. So now I got to figure out how the heck do I get this track back on, and also how do I tension this thing properly, because I looked at this side. This one's fairly loose too, so I don't want it to happen again if I can get this thing fixed, but somehow I got to pick the front up, and then I got a bottle jack. I'm going to try to pick the back of this machine up too. That way I can take the tension off the track. There should be a plate somewhere, and then I take a grease zerk out and the track loosens up. At least that's what YouTube says. That's a good example of how strong this tree puller is though. It's got the weight of the machine out on the end of those fingers there. Oh yeah, we got good ground clearance there. I'm not going to stick my fingers under there and show you. But now let's try to jack the back of this thing up. I think this weighs like 10,000 pounds or something, so I got to be careful. That's why I got a bottle jack. Oh crap. Why the heck is Zach calling me? Hey Zach. Yeah, tree puller's working really good. Getting a lot done. Yep. Am I having any problems? No. Why does it sound like the skid steer's off? Oh, I'm just taking a lunch break. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing wrong. Everything looks pretty good. How'd that customer visit go? Oh, they're looking for a used 329, really? Oh, you need to come get this now? Yeah. You know, actually I gotta run and take care of my grandma's cousin's sister's dog. I gotta walk it real quick, but yeah, I'll be back in a few hours. That should work. Yep. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Oh boy. I think I got him delayed for a little bit, but I got the bottle jack on there. Looks like our cylinder settled out. I need to hop in there, tilt the machine back up, and then try to take the big pry bar and work that track back on. I also got the track adjuster zerk out of there. Took the whole fitting. That way it could pump all or push all its grease out. I had to get a little western with it. I tried the pry bar method, but this track is so heavy I couldn't move it, so I needed something to lift it up with a strap. And then I got the drive sprocket lugs lined back up, and I'll set this down, and then I either need to work on the back or the front. I'll probably pull the front around next, but making some progress. Go forward, getting it done. Our track's back on. I just need to tension it. I gotta show you guys how I fixed it. So I used the Ford to pick up on the track right here and put it on the drive sprocket, and then I found this tree branch, stuffed it between the lugs because it was the right size, got in the skid steer, picked up the left side, it walked this branch around and pulled this track on the lugs in the correct path on this front wheel. So that was fixed. Then I had to go to the back and I stuck it in like this. The lugs of the track grabbed it, and then I backed up the skid steer and it pulled it right around onto all the bogie wheels, all the idlers, and we are set. And this was my special tool for my farm fix I had. So that's a big relief. and dealer's gonna be able to come pick this up. I'm gonna tension these tracks and pull some more trees out. You guys, again, let me know down below, do you think I should buy a brand new one of these tree pullers? Time to get back to work. Tracks are tensioned, skid steer's ready to go. Let's rock and roll. It's a great time for you guys to hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a dime. And believe it or not, we're at 4,000 subscribers on YouTube and 8,000 on TikTok. I like you guys a lot better, so let's bump those numbers up. Now let's get back to work. This is foot and hand control, so I kind of need all my extremities. But let's see if I can get you guys an end cap view of pulling a tree here. Well, go up to it. Got it at the base. Now I'm going to roll the thumb forward and close the jaws. Tilt back and then give it some wiggles. See if I can get it to lift out of there. Nope. So then I just got to back up. Bear with me here. Close the jaws. And then now dig at it. Usually on these smaller ones it just takes popping the roots on one side. So now I'm going to roll the thumb back. I'll get her set right. Go back in. Squeeze her down. Pull her up out of there. Shake the dirt off. We can go dump it. Now that I got this skid steer dialed in, it's working really good. Over here where I'm making a pile, and then release, give it a couple shakes, and then now I can back on up. But it's as simple as that, guys. Big thanks to Zach again. It's not his fault that that track popped off there. I think this came straight from the county fair is getting used at, and then straight here. So it is what it is. That's just having machines. They're going to break. I seem to break it more than others, but I just have a tiny patch of trees. Otherwise, this job's done. So I'm going to end it right there. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you think I should buy this tree puller, because this is just one small patch of trees. I got a bunch more to deal with, and then if I rent any farm ground that needs cleaned up, it's going to be pretty nice to have a set of jaws. So again, thanks for watching. If you want to support the channel, give me a big thumbs up. Doesn't cost you a dime, and remember, if they don't find you handsome, at least they'll find you handy. Come on.